Sitcom. Alexxa Rains here with another reaction. So today we're going to continue with our Designing Women series, and it's time with season 2, episode 6, titled Dash Goff, the Writer. As always, if you're looking for the full-length reaction to this particular episode or any of my other content, you can find that on Patreon, and the link will be in the description below. And if you cannot support us on Patreon, it's completely fine. You can support us directly here on YouTube by liking this video, commenting, subscribing, and joining a membership program. So without any further ado, let's get into our episode. Okay.
Hey, Mary Jo, did you finish that book report on the Great Gatsby for me?
It's right here on my desk.
Well, all right. Thanks a lot.
Wait a minute, Anthony. You paying out good money to go to junior college, and Mary Jo is doing your work for you?
I'm not doing this work for him. I just wrote a little report.
But that's cheating.
Yes, it is.
No more so than using Monarch notes or study aids.
Oh, for crying out loud, what difference does it make? I mean, we're talking about an ex-convict.
And?
It's not tarnish his record. Suzanne, we have all made mistakes in our lifetime. For example, that turban you wore at your 3rd wedding was a mistake.
That's right, but that doesn't mean we assume for the rest of your life you're going to be wearing bad hats.
So stop constantly bringing up the fact that Anthony has been in prison.
I want you to give that report back.
What? Why?
They're right.
Because Julia's made me feel guilty, and I certainly don't want to ruin the rest of your life.
Oh, man, now I'm going to have to actually read all these books myself.
Yes,
I
you
hate
will.
these kinds of books.
What kind of book is it?
What kind is that?
You know, the kinds that are filled with symbolism and irony. I don't like irony. I just like a good, basic story.
Oh, Anthony, then you should read Twice Before Dawn. I could not put it down. It's about this girl named Danielle who accidentally marries her first cousin. But they think the baby's going to be all right, but then after he grows up, they find out he's off the beam after all.
Why are you telling him the story?
Dash Goff, what are you doing here? I thought you were in Fayetteville teaching.
I got a little sabbatical.
Come on over here and sit down and tell me what happened.
Well, I guess I could be doing a little bit better. My novel just got rejected as a Book of the Month Club alternate.
Oh. Yeah. Well, big deal. Who wants to be an alternate anyway? You know, the alternate for Miss America doesn't even get a convertible.
Gee, I hadn't thought about it that way. Actually, I thought Hollywood was going to buy the rights. Thank you. Oh, but they changed their minds.
Who's they?
Oh, these television people. First, I met with somebody named Jeff and somebody else named Irving, and they turned me down. I don't think they had much power, though, especially not Jeff. He didn't even have a parking space. I asked him to move his car during the meeting.
Damn.
How come they didn't want to buy the rights?
I don't know. They said the characters were unbelievable, that they were all misfits and eccentrics and black sheep. Well, I told them in the South, everyone and everybody's family is black sheep. That's what being Southern means.
Well, I, for one, would love to read it. Do you happen to have an extra copy?
Help yourself. I'm giving them out as old party favors, coasters, stocking stuffers. Here you go.
Being Belled.
Yeah, it's basically about Southern men and Southern belles and how they interconnect, so to speak.
Listen to this. And when an affair was over, she left a man dazed and wobbly and squinty-eyed like some wrung-out old gas station dog. All spindly legs and dry heaves, sometimes trying to stand in the shadow of his former self, but mostly just staring disinterested into the hot Delta sun. This is what is known in the South as being belled.
Oh.
That's fantastic. I love that. Could I have a copy, too?
Oh, take the whole suitcase.
Well, I guess I may as well take one, too. Tell me, Dash, do you happen to have a report that goes with this?
Here, I want you to look at these old pictures I found. Remember this? That's the first time you ever saw me. I was selling kisses at the Pi-Fi booth.
Yeah, you had the highest prices and the longest lines. That should have been my first clue.
Dash, do you ever wonder why we got married?
No, I know why. I wanted to be a writer, and I felt that I hadn't suffered enough.
How do you feel now?
I feel that I have.
You know, being married to you wasn't such a walk in the park either. Do you still miss me?
Sometimes, when I'm drunk.
You know, you should do something about that. Or to go to that chick center or something.
Unfortunately, they don't have a program for men who were married to you, dated you, or just brushed up against you in an elevator.
You do still miss me.
Don't answer that. I'll get it. It's for me.
Okay.
It didn't work out.
Well, that makes it unanimous. I have just walked away with the publishing world's triple crown of rejection. TV, movies, and now paperback.
Oh, well, there must be something else.
Yeah, Viewmaster. Suzanne, I have never had a book not go to paperback. You know what this means, don't you? This is the beginning of the end. I can't cut it anymore.
Not necessarily.
No use kidding myself. You're looking at a 44-year-old, washed up, wiped out failure.
I finished this book last night. I thought it was wonderful. I laughed my head off.
Well, I loved it too. I can see where it wouldn't translate easily into film, but the descriptions are priceless.
Yeah, listen, isn't this a great line? She was a woman who enjoyed littering, and for her, men were just as good as Kleenex.
This is my favorite, Linda. She had one of those guilty smiles where the corners of the mouth turned upward just in time to keep the lips quiet, leaving a man to wonder if she'd wrecked his car, slept with his best friend, or given all his clothes to the Salvation Army. If that isn't Suzanne Sugarbaker, I'll eat my desk.
I'm glad you all are getting such a bang out of this. I mean, I would think you might give me a little help here. Not that I couldn't give Dash a reason for living myself, but he might take it the wrong way.
It is terrible. Here we are loving this man's work and not even bothering to let him know it.
Oh, why don't you all come on over to the house tonight and tell him?
I'll do better than that. I'm gonna take him to dinner.
There you go.
Well, Julia, I have to apologize. I know I haven't been good company.
As far as I'm concerned, Dash, you're always good company. As a matter of fact, when I finished your book last night, I had one pang of regret.
Yeah? What was that?
That you're not my brother-in-law anymore.
Well, you have always belonged to another time.
Oh, you think so? Where would you put me?
Oh, I don't know. Sometime before flirting became extinct. When letter writing was an art, stationery was engraved, and dinner was an event.
It's sad, isn't it?
Hmm.
You know, they've even disbanded my junior study club. We used to discuss a different novel every week. How I love that. Well, I guess that's a silly idea.
What?
I was just thinking, so long as you have nothing but time on your hands, maybe we could start it up again.
Start what?
Well, you know, just organize a little study club. You could be our teacher. We could include Anthony. He's having such a hard time with American Lit.
All right, if it'll make you happy.
Wonderful.
Well, I better be going. Say, did you, by any chance, find yourself in here?
No, I didn't notice anything. Well, there was this one passage about a woman who ran a perpetual temperature from cool porcelain to hot steel and could fan a fire with a quick sachet of her walk, but I didn't think that was me.
Well, it was.
Oh, you probably don't care what I think. I'm just an average person.
Charlene, there is nothing average about you.
You don't think so?
No way.
Oh. Well, what would you write about me? You know, if you were to write something.
Well, I would probably write something like Charlene. She was all cotton candy and pink champagne. Legs that stretched out for 5 or 6 miles. One of those laughs that made you feel like riding around in a convertible.
Oh, boy, that's nice. You know what I'd write about you? I'd write Dash Goff. Darn sweet.
Come on, you're too young to remember Fats Domino.
No way, man. I was in junior high. We had this old black magician used to come to our school every year with the Southern Assemblies program, a Mr. D. Weldon Scott. And for some reason, he always used Fats Domino for his background music. Anyway, this one time, he made a rabbit disappear into a hat, and he called me up on stage to verify it. Well, I look into the hat, and I see this little rabbit staring at me through a hole in the lining. Well, Mr. D. Weldon says, tell me, son, do you see a rabbit in there? I never will forget. Blue Monday was playing on the loudspeaker. His hands were shaking, and he's looking at me pleading with those yellow eyes. And I said, no, sir, I do not. Well, after the assembly, he came up to me and gave me $1. And I was arrested that afternoon in the candy store for passing counterfeit.
Damn.
Anthony, that is a great story. You ought to put that down on paper.
Shoot, man, I couldn't write anything.
You just did. That is another example of one of the great passages of American literature. The sort of thing that a person might miss out on if he only read a synopsis.
Right.
Excuse me, I've left my notebook.
Who's this Daisy person?
Suzanne, where have you been? We just covered that.
She's been cleaning out her purse.
Oh, who cares? Besides, the only Daisy I know is married to Little Abner.
Daisy was never married to Little Abner. They just dated.
Last time we talked about how our individual language banks are shrinking. Our adjectives are imprecise and ordinary, and we've developed a kind of counterfeit communication.
How did
which
him and
diminishes
Suzanne get
us all
together?
with its banality.
Say what?
In other words, we don't talk good.
That's right. We don't talk good, and we don't write good. Tonight, I want to ask you all
That
to
is so
test
true
your creative
nowadays.
powers by coming up with a descriptive sentence about someone in this class. Well, for example, if I were describing Julia, I might say she was the kind of woman who wore old money as casually as last year's clothes.
Well, I don't think that's a very good one.
All right, Suzanne, would you like to try one? And don't tell us who it is.
All right. He was like an ex-convict who cheated on his book report.
Oh my God, Suzanne.
Now that's cold.
That's frigid.
Anthony, would you like to try one?
How about she was the kind of woman that treated men like old gas station dogs?
I think that you all may be missing the point here. You see, the idea is not just to state, but to illuminate. Mary Jo, do you have one?
Yeah, I think I have one. She was the kind of woman who would have dated Lee Harvey Oswald in high school.
It's you, girl.
Why are y'all looking at me?
'Cause it's you.
Mary Jo, I can't believe you said that.
Charlene, you have one?
Yes, I do. This is a good one. Are you ready?
Go ahead.
If words could kill, this woman would be on death row. That's you, Julie.
Yep.
Yes, I got that. Thank you, Charlie.
You're welcome.
Well, I hope you all will continue to work on this, and, Mary Jo, is something wrong?
Nobody said anything about you?
No. I just think it's very telling everybody had something said about him but me. I mean, it just proves that I'm not a character.
Oh, for crying out loud, she can have mine. Give her a gas station dog.
I don't want that one.
Well, take the one he wrote about me.
You mean about throwing men away like Kleenex?
Yeah.
That doesn't fit Mary Jo.
Oh, I see. Well, I cannot believe I'm the only litter bug around here.
Dash, you're the writer. You describe Mary Jo.
Well, okay. I would say that Mary Jo is part calico choir girl and part satin dance hall doll with amber eyes and a dash of hellcat red in her hair. And the kind of woman a man wants in his bedroom when he's sick
Aww.
and in his bed when he's not.
Damn.
I like that one. That's a good one.
Oh, get serious. Mary Jo a hellcat?
He just said there's hellcat in her hair.
I know what he said, but he implied that she is one.
You don't know everything about me, Suzanne. I might be a hellcat in disguise.
Right?
Ladies, please, this is only a class, and I'm not even giving grades.
And if you all could quit quibbling for 1 second, I have something here I've been working on. May I?
Be my guest.
Dash Goff, a lover of women, mostly Southern, and words,
Aww.
all kinds. And when he got them both together between two covers, it was a rip-roaring, fire-cracking roller coaster of a ride. And we are all the better for having bought a ticket.
Oh, that is so sweet.
Yeah, I noticed you've been acting a lot happier. In fact, it seems you've been having yourself a heck of a good time with Julia and Mary Jo and Charlene.
And?
I'm glad they were able to inspire you so with their old money and legs that go on for 6 miles and Hellcat hair.
You jealous, girl?
How do you know about legs?
Charlene told me. In fact, it seems that everybody's been able to lift your depression but me.
You aren't getting jealous on me now.
Yes, she is.
No. But you know, I could inspire you again, too, if I wanted to.
You inspire me just standing there.
I mean, I never believed for 1 second that I couldn't, if I put my mind to it.
Oh.
Neither did I.
Sorry I'm so late.
She's
Dash off this
she's
morning.
smiling a lot.
You know, he just hated to go. I guess that man's just always going to be in love with me, and there's nothing I can do about it. Here.
What's that?
Oh, it's some sort of little thank you note Dash sent. Read it. Oh, he started a new novel. He had this kind of inspired look in his eye when he left. I have a feeling I'm going to be in it.
Julia, what's it say? Read it.
Yesterday, in my mind's eye, I saw 4 women standing on a veranda in white gauzy dresses and straw-colored hats. They were having a conversation, and it was hot. Their hankies tucked in cleavages where eternal trickles of perspiration run from the female breastbone to exotic vacation spots that Southern men often dream about.
Oh.
They were sweet-smelling, coy, cunning, voluptuous, voracious, delicious, pernicious, vexing and sexing, these earth sister rebel mothers, these arousers and carousers, and I was filled with a longing to join them. But like a whim of Scarlett's, they turned suddenly and went inside, shutting me out with a bolt of a latch, and I was left only to pick up an abandoned handkerchief and savor the perfumed shadows of these women, these Southern women, this Suzanne, this Julia, this Mary Jo, and Charlene. Thanks for the comfort. Dash Goff, the writer.
I love that. All right, fam, we just finished watching Designing Women Season 2, Episode 6, titled Dash Goff, the writer. I love him. So he is one of Suzanne's ex-husbands, and he comes and he's a writer, and he comes and he's upset because he's a little bit depressed. He has no inspiration, or he had inspiration. He wrote a book, but it's rejected for TV, for movies, and even for paperback. So he comes and to see Suzanne to kind of, I guess, get his vibes back, and through talking to the ladies, they're able to inspire him to write some more. And I just love his interaction with each of them. I thought it was going to be a little bit more romantic with some of them, but it was just genuine fascination, genuine understanding. Sorry, it's my dog. Genuine understanding, and just kind of being able to be inspired by them, which I loved to be able to see that for him and for them, because I feel like it also brought all of their self-esteem back and just made them feel like women. And as women, we love that. We love to be made to be feel desired, and that's kind of what was happening in this process. So I loved it. I love this episode. I loved seeing our girls like this, like coy and just girly and stuff. It was awesome. I hope you guys enjoyed this too. And if you did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Mwah! Bye for now.